What does it look like for the black man? I'll be honest with you, man. It's looking bleak. It's looking rough out here. I come home, everybody wearing tight jeans, spandex. Guys' jeans are tighter than women clothes. Threw me off. I see guys looking at their fingernails more than women look at their fingernails. The emotional aspect of men, we just, oh man, like it's feminine. It's feminine. I literally was walking home about a month and a half ago, and a young lady was walking with her man. I think he said he forgot something. They was directly across the street. He said, I forgot something. He going back to 7-Eleven. And the girl called him I'm not going to curse. She called him an old, penis in the behind a Negro. And I'm looking like, he just said that to him, but she used all the wrong words. And he was like, whatever, bruh. Like, that's a female. You don't call her bruh. And that's another mistake where our women are turning excessively masculine because of the lack of manhood, So, it's in to just back up 1 second, I blame a lot of us. I was gone. Like I say, in Virginia, they released 2,000 plus of us in a 3-year time. Now imagine those 2,000 plus fathers who were gone for 20 something years, who was raising our children, our nieces, our nephews, who was helping our mothers, who was helping our baby mothers. So they were helping each other. They were turning to each other, So the lack of manhood display out here is really hurting us. I mean, really hurting us, because our women, by nature, they're inclined. I want a good man. I want a good brother. I want somebody. They see the young brothers, they're attractive, muscular, cut up or whatever. But when they get with him, they're like, oh, this man got 4 or 5 kids. He don't take care of none of his kids. He want to sit and play PlayStation all day. He don't want to work. And this is a lot of our youth and a lot of our men. And those who are, confused sexually, maybe because of what they went through traumatically or what they're trying to bring to the table now. Women are accepting them still. I was watching a reality show not too long ago, and it was celebrities. I think it was Marriage Boot Camp. And one woman was like, I love you, you my husband, but you want a man sometimes. He said, yeah, but I love you more than any of that. But she's with him. He's telling her, I want you, but also a man, and she's staying with him. So, what does a good man who will come and try to pursue her do if she says, I want you, but I love this man who loves me mostly, but he's also, she says she's caught with a man or another, men. So we're at a place, we're at a real rough time in our culture. Our men need masculine energy. We need to be shown what it is to be hardworking men, kind men, thorough men that will defend the communities, but not with the guns and the knuckles, but, from silliness. Women need to see us cleaning up, because they need to know that it's okay for a man to be that. Then they will also change themselves. But women are trying to match what they think they want. So when we on the corner hustling and acting silly, women coming out there acting silly and foolish because they think that's what we want. And we only want that because we think that's what they want. You know what I mean? So it's a real wild. That's why you hear these rappers saying, my girl got a girlfriend. Drake has a new song where he says, girls like girls where I'm from. This becomes an anthem. But if this were to be the world that we live in, where our children are going to come from, and how, what will the next generation of young men do? Will they want to help with the car? Will they want to help defend their little sisters? Or will the little sisters, who are the women, have to defend their brothers because the brothers don't want to defend them, because the brothers would prefer to be in a dress? This is a very serious issue, and it's on TV. It's being promoted. It's being pushed at our culture to be other than ourselves. Like I say, if we choose a lifestyle, you can say what you want, scientific, whatever. You can stand on that, okay. But again, those of us that stand on certain words or certain beliefs, we just want things to be as we believe they should be, and we want peace and harmony. You know what I mean? And love is the greater factor here. So if something is out there and it's authentic, cool. But a lot of stuff is just extra. A lot of stuff is picked up. I know guys who are homosexual now, but they were molested when they were kids. So if you were never molested, would you be that? These are questions that they have to ask. Therapists have talked about this. Why are one of the greatest rates of suicide among the LGBTQ community. Why? Why is that the greatest rate? And some would say, well, that's because they're hated a lot. They're disliked a lot. Yeah, so are fat kids. You know what I mean? Fat, I'm a heavy brother, you know what I'm saying? So I've been joking, I respond. Dark skinned brothers, everybody love you until they get mad at you, then you black this, you black that. So we all get jokes. TV jokes us the most. You know what I mean? We're mocked the most. But it's something about living a lifestyle that may not be your lifestyle that's causing you to live or think and feel a certain way that you can't live with when it's all said and done. So it's a lot of things have to be examined thoroughly, in my opinion. But I do know that there's a great, there was more than anything back in the day. Yeah, people were getting assaulted, molested, mostly, like I say, honestly, from my eyes and from my understanding, mostly guys who had rape charges or molestation charges. They were the ones that were they were the quickest to be victims. Then it was the young guys coming in, a lot of white, a few black, and only I say a few blacks because most of the blacks were from the inner cities of Richmond, Portsmouth, Norfolk, Newport News, Hampton, Virginia Beach, Roanoke. These are the inner city kids. They coming in for gun charges and fighting and killing. So, guys aren't trying to rape them because they don't display a weakness or a calm demeanor that could be interpreted as weak. Nah, some of the guys that may have come in from smaller towns and counties that did not have a large crew, a large body of guys to back them as well. Many of them were victimized, but it's not as prominent today, though. No, it's really not. But rape is rising. I know I've read a statistic where they said that rape is rising. And I'm like, why? And it's among, sadly, blacks. And I'm looking at this like, why? And then I watch the TV and I see they're allowing sexual scenes to not be just sexual. They're aggressive. So, women want to be thrown against walls and picked up and da-da. But guys, once you start to arouse a certain mindset, then once you say, no, you know what, I don't want to do this. You done already told him you like him to throw you on walls, throw you down, rip your clothes off. He's not thinking love now. He's not even thinking passion. He's thinking like an animal, a savage, because that's the mindset he has to be in that in the bedroom. So he doesn't stop when you ask him to stop. And you may not be as harmed right then, but you later on think about it like, didn't I tell him stop 3 times? I mean, I moaned later, but I told him stop and I wanted him to stop, but nah, it was nothing. But then he does it again. And then when you do stop him, you see him on the news a year later with a rape charge because something was roused in his mind and his spirit, and this TV is having a great harming factor on us because it's promoting so much. So yeah, it's a lot going on with our culture. Sorry about being long-winded too, Soldier.
Nah, man, you straight, man. You went deep on them. That's why they got to check out the page. You got 100 videos like that, and they all fire, man. So that's why I wanted to have you on the show, man. I really appreciate you even going there because a lot of people, like you say, they don't even want to talk about it or address these things,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.